Hello, my fellow Christian fiction lovers. Welcome to today's video. Today we are doing some spring cleaning. Okay, so a couple of things need to happen in today's video. One, I need to dust these bookshelves. If you haven't dusted your bookshelves recently, let this be a sign to you that you need to do it because dust can damage your books. Well, I can't really damage them, but I don't know, it can. You can get bookworms, your books can mold, but I guess that would require moisture. Anyway, I don't like having super dusty books, so I need to dust them because it has been a long time since I've done that. And two, I need to reorganize and get rid of some books because I've kind of mentioned it before, quite a few times that I am engaged, and with that, I am getting married and moving in a couple of months. So I need to make some space. I don't want to move books that I don't like. I don't want to go through all of the hassle of packing up and unpacking books that I'm just going to get rid of when we unpack them. So instead of waiting and doing that when we are in the process of packing up and moving, I thought, let me just do it now, and then hopefully I can sell some of them on Pango Books to y'all if you want them. I know that a lot of other booktubers do that, so I'm gonna kind of try my hand at that as well. So those are the things that I want to accomplish in today's video. I have this box here that already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books in it already that I am going to be donating. So ideally I would like to get a fair more amount in this box by the end of the video. Okay, so as you can tell by specifically these two shelves here, and I guess it's just really these two shelves, but as you can tell, I am out of space. But not really, because this shelf here, you can't see it, but there's space over here, there's space on this shelf down here. This isn't the best place to see my whole bookshelves. I maybe should have still done it from the other angle, but I have some free space left on my bookshelves, but just like this book, I want to go in this lineup, not in the other free space. So I need to do some kind of reorganization with that. I have done some simple-ish math to kind of figure out how much I need to move. I have my calculations. So basically, I have two different types of bookshelves. I have these big ones right here, which can hold between 25 to 7 books on average per shelf. And then I have this small shelf right here, which is not that much smaller than these, but I'm just calling it the small shelf because the length is not as long. But the small shelf can hold 20 to 22 books per shelf. So I have 11 big ones, which means I can get up to 275 to almost 300 books on those shelves. And then I have 4 of these small shelves, which means I can get between 80 to 88 books on these shelves. And that is just if the books are going like this. Sometimes I have them like this, which could afford some more room, but that's what we have to work with. First things first, I think I'm just gonna go shelf by shelf and decide what I don't want. Okay, 5 shelves done, and I have 12 books. I was hoping for a little more, but that's okay. Maybe I think I'll just go through them maybe at the end. Yeah, some of these were really hard because these top 2, I did not like them, but my mom gave them to me and she got them from the author, and so they're made out to me, they're signed and made out to me, and I'm I don't want to get rid of them, but I did not like them. They were not good books. They were pretty bad actually. So oh well, that's all right. These ones I probably won't even list because the charity shop that's generous enough for them. 3 shelves down, 11 to go, because I had 11 total. Oh, because I'm doing every shelf, not just the ones that are housing my books. It's okay. It's okay. I'm so blessed to have this many books. So blessed. Hello and welcome to the floor. Behind me are all of the books that just came off of the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. And I just realized I need to clear out the bottom shelf. I'll do that in a second. Anyway, basically the bottom shelf of the bookshelf that has the one that you guys can see the most in videos, that has like all of my Christian fiction on it. The bottom shelf of that the entire bookshelf is like just random stuff. I'm just gonna kind of go through and sort. I do know that I'm going to be taking all of my Francine Rivers books off of that bookshelf and putting them onto my favorite author shelf, which is the small shelf. And I'm going to be redoing that shelf a little bit too, because I have a number of books on my TBR that are by my favorite authors but have literally no space on that shelf for them. So that's a problem. And that shelf is my pride and joy. Y'all, I'm genuinely so overwhelmed right now. Like, I just don't know what to do with these books. Like, I think I just need to start putting them on the shelf instead of trying to sort them into piles, because I was going to try and sort them into piles of like, okay, we'll do like 15 books per shelf. I can't. I'm just not a numbers girl. No. Like, clearly, I am surrounded by words printed on pages. Never have been, never will be a numbers guy. That or girl. What the heck have I gotten myself into? I don't know why I decided pulling all of them off the shelf was going to be helpful. But that is the predicament we are in. So yeah. Okay. I need to stop being like so negative, because I genuinely have been looking forward to doing this. But now that we're here, it's just a little more daunting than I realized. So I think I'm just gonna take a break from trying to like film it and get it from the perfect angle and just see what I can accomplish from like just putting stuff back on the shelf. I have done this whole shelf from top to bottom. You can only see the top 3, but basically I've done it so that there are only like 12 to 15 books, some have a little more, per shelf, just because I know my TBR is going to be adding probably at least 2 or 3 books to each shelf. And I know it looks very like sparse right now, but that's because all of the decorations are off, like all the bookends and everything. So I'm still definitely going to add all of those back in. And I took off more, like I got rid of more, or put them in the sell pile. I definitely am getting rid of some more, but basically, let me see if I can like get you in a good spot so I can show the layout. Okay, I had to like back you up a ways, but all right, here is kind of the layout. So this top shelf is biblical fiction. There's not a lot of biblical fiction up here because my 2 main biblical fiction authors that I read are going on my favorite shelf, or well, one of them is already on, but the other's going on my favorite shelf. So I don't have much left over, and I did get rid of some. And then the other side is the start of the historical fiction. So I just kind of did these up here, and then I have like 15 or so on this shelf right here. And then this shelf is dual timeline. All of these books have at least 2, if not 3 timelines in them. And then down here is all contemporary. From about here over, that's all romance. And then from there over, that's all contemporary, not romance. More like, I guess, literary / women's fiction. I don't like calling it women's fiction though, because like that makes it sound like it's only for women, and it's not. So literary fiction, I guess inspirational. Yeah, that's a better word for it. And then this down here, these are my Francine Rivers books. I had them scattered throughout the shelves because my previous organization method was by time period. Like my shelves, it would start biblical fiction and it just went through like 1700s, 1800s, 1900s into contemporary, and I liked the look of it, but it got just confusing. Especially I wanted to keep authors together, but when authors would write in different time periods, I'd be like frustrated. Not frustrated at the author, but I'd be like, well, I don't know where to put their book because I want them to stay together. So we have gone back to just general historical fiction grouped by author alphabetically. Yeah. Okay, and then below the Francine River shelf, these books all down here are my secular non-Christian reads that I do like and I want to keep. And then on this side of the shelf are all of my biographies that I also do like and want to keep, and most of them are not Christian. Only one of them is Christian, unless you count the Jane Austen one as Christian. I don't know. Anyway, that is this whole shelf. So now I'm going to move on to my favorite shelf, which needs a whole lot of work. I cannot lie to y'all, I just laid down on the couch and slept for like 30 minutes, not intentionally. I am just very tired. Well, I didn't think I was tired until I sat down to read, and I got like 30 pages in and was like, nah, sleeping. That's the vibes right now. Anyway, where did we leave off? I can't quite remember, but I will go over there and show you what we've got. I get the feeling that the tripod is crooked. It probably is. Let me see if I can fix it. I think that might be better, or I made it worse. I don't know. Anyway, I'll go show you what I have done. I did not anticipate this, but every single shelf has been changed. Something different has been done to it. I think. Yeah. So anyway, I will show you what is over here now. You can't see everything, but this shelf in the middle, this here is my favorite author shelf. Now, favorite author is a bit loose of a term, I guess. So for me, the qualifications for a book to go on this shelf is for an author to go on this particular shelving structure is I have to have 4 or more of their books, and I have to like really, really like them. So I did actually take Lynn Austen off of this shelf because I only have 3 of her books. I have another one on my TBR, but I only have 3 of her books, and it's been a while, so I can't really remember if I really, really liked them. Oh, that's bad, but I'm going to be rereading. I'm going to be rereading one and then reading another of hers. Anyway, let's go through it. Top, this is my Jane Austen collection. Mansfield Park is currently missing because it is in my rereads pile. So until I reread it, not up here. Then we have Tessa Afshar. I love Tessa Afshar. I think she's an author that I eventually want to read everything she's written. Then my goat, my queen, literally, I love her so much. I have been known to have said before that I would read her grocery shopping list if she published it. The one and only Miss Connell and Cosette. Adore her. I have every book she's ever written except for the Ordinary Women of the Bible series. Those are just a bit harder to track down. They're really not. I just haven't bought them yet, but I'm planning to soon. So I have all of those, and then I actually just yesterday pre-ordered the 4th book in the King's Men series. It doesn't come out until October, but oh, I'm so excited, guys. It's gonna be so good. Okay, and then the second shelf I have Christy Cambron, Melanie Dobson, Amanda Dykes, Kathy Golke. Down to this shelf, I have Sarah Sundin and Rosanna M. White, two of my most favorites. And then the shelf below that you can't see is my part of my physical TBR. It's this shelf and then also like a quarter of the bottom shelf down here. Okay, and then this shelf over here is still my classic shelf. This shelf, I really, really, really like the look of this shelf. I have my Chronicles of Narnia box set, then I have all of my Tolkien books, and then up here is all of my children's classics. Yeah, I've kind of put some of my knickknacks back. Yeah, this isn't a knickknack, this is my alarm clock that I frequently forget to take down when I'm doing videos. Okay, and then I'm going to very, very quickly go through. I'm literally just going to tell you the titles of the books that I'm going to be putting up on my Pango bookshop that has not been created yet, but it will be done by the time this video goes out. So yeah, okay, first we'll just do some nonfiction. Toxic Faith by Stephen Arterburn and Jack Felton, Without a Doubt by Kenneth Richard Samples, Called to Create by Jordan Raynor, Boys by Ron Howard and Clint Howard, The Nearly Beloved by Kendra Brocas, Face by Angela Hunt, Journey to the Well by Diana Wallace Taylor, as well as Mary Magdalene, also by Diana Wallace Taylor, Rescued Heart by Angela Hunt, Shadow in the Mind's Eye by January Tromp, Mountain Laurel by Lori Benton, The Storykeeper by Lisa Wingate, A Glitter of Gold by Liz Johnson, Waterkeeper by Charles Martin, All That Is Secret and Double the Lies by Patricia Raybon, A Distant Shore by Karen Kingsbury, Mysterious Island by Jules Verne, and then Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. Those will all be posted. I think I'm just going to list all of these at like $2 a piece, or I'm sorry, $3 a piece. Somebody can like them a little better than I did, but yeah, we're done. We're done with the bookshelf spring cleaning. All the shelves are dusted. I feel like it looks so sparse now. Like, I feel like that side looks so bare, but I have like over 30 books on my physical TBR that I'm wanting to read, and like that will definitely fill up more of that. Why is my arm there? That'll definitely fill up more of that. So anyway, obviously follow along to hear all my thoughts on the books that I read. But thank you so much for watching this video, for coming along on the journey. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye!